All right. Everybody should be getting a notification just reminding you that we are recording our volunteer orientation. So welcome everyone to the Lake Hopatcong Foundation's 2026 volunteer orientation. Ooh, somebody else hit the slide. Um, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kyle Richter. I am the executive director at the Lake Hopatcong Foundation, and we're excited to have you all this evening as we go over some of the volunteer opportunities we have available for 2026 and how you can sign up for them and stay engaged with us. We also have a number of our staff at the foundation on the call this evening. We have Donna McCallie-Holly, who is our grants and programs director, who's going to be talking about a number of our programs that she helps coordinate. Holly Odgers is our communications director. Um, Caitlin Duran is our development director. Patrick Krudop, who could not join us this evening because he was down in Atlantic City for a sustainability award for our Repair Cafe, is our education and outreach coordinator. Carrie Constantine is our events coordinator. And new to the team this year, we have Anna Smith, who is our administrative assistant, who is a great addition to the foundation team, and she'll be sharing a few tidbits on some of their volunteer opportunities as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, happy to have you. So I think as everybody knows, the Lake Hopatcong Foundation is a 501(c)(3) nonprofit. So we do have a board of trustees, and I think a few of our board members are on the call today, but just wanted to give them a special shout out because they are behind the scenes helping to guide and steer the ship to make sure we're focusing on some of the areas we're focusing. So we have Beth Barras, Tom D'Onofrio, Ray Fernandez, Tom Flynn, Cynthia Hamburger, Marty Kane, who I did see was on the call, is our board chairman or chair, David Klein, uh, Leon Moreau, Don Shorling, and Gary Whitman are our board members. So we thank them for they are also volunteers, so we thank them for volunteering in that capacity. The Lake Hopatcong Foundation's mission or vision is to foster a vibrant and healthy Lake Hopatcong and surrounding community. And our mission is to we dedicate ourselves to protecting the lake environment and enhancing the lake experience, bringing together public and private resources to encourage a culture of sustainability and stewardship on and around New Jersey's largest lake for this and future generations. And we truly would not be able to achieve this mission if it wasn't for all of our volunteers, like all of you. And we achieve this mission through work in four key program areas, or as we sometimes refer to them as pillars. So, environment, those are all of our projects and initiatives that focus on improving water quality in Lake Hopatcong. Education, educating not only school children, but adults alike on our floating classroom and our other various education opportunities. Community, bringing the community together around Lake Hopatcong, most notably through our block party or our Lake Hopatcong Trail, which you'll hear more about both of those in just a little bit. And advocacy, really being the voice for the lake, speaking for what is in the best interest of the lake with our elected officials, not only the officials elected to represent the four municipalities on the lake and the two counties, but at a state level and at the federal government level as well. And as I mentioned, we really could not do this without the support from all of you, all of our volunteers. So just to kind of add some more context around that, I'm going to hand it over to Anna, who is going to give you a little bit more detail on how you, our volunteers collectively in 2025 had an impact on the work that we do. So Anna, take it away.
Thanks, Kyle. So yeah, as Kyle just said, before we jump into our opportunities, we just want to take a moment and show you guys how meaningful all of you are. It really is a combined effort, and we appreciate every little bit. So over 20 in 2025, we had 232 volunteers, which totaled 4,500 hours. And according to the independent sector in 2024, which is the latest version, um, one volunteer hour equates to $36.97, which gives us a grand total of 166,365. That would be the equivalent to volunteering 187 days straight, or if we were to add on 4 full-time employees. So your help is really impactful to us. And whether you just can contribute a little bit of time, or if you are able to contribute a lot of time, we're thankful for it all because it really does add up and make a difference.
All right. Now for our 2025, 2026 volunteer opportunities. You know how many people looked at this and we didn't catch that?
I'm
All right, so for
shocked.
our volunteer opportunities, I'm going to pass it over to Donna McCallie-Holly, our Grants and Programs Director, to talk to you about some of our program opportunities we have first. So Donna, take it away.
Thanks, Kyle. So our first opportunity that we're going to talk to under our environmental pillar is a long time opportunity we've had pretty much since the foundation started. It's our Water Scout program. This is where people volunteer to sign up to scout along the shoreline of our beautiful lake, usually in July and August. If you want to do it earlier in June or later into September, we certainly won't stop you, but we do provide training on how to identify and hand pull water chestnut. Currently, we have probably about 20 to 25 volunteers that participate in this, but we have a large lake, 44 miles of shoreline. So the more eyes out there looking for this very aggressive aquatic invasive species, the better. That opportunity, as many of our opportunities are on our website, that you could get more information and sign up for that today. This is a map of the shoreline, and when you register through our website, it takes you through Sign Up Genius. That will be reviewed a little later, and it shows how you can sign up by a color-coded area. And if you're, a lover of paddling along the lake, you can always sign up for more areas. This year of particular interest to us is in the north section. You'll see it down on the bottom right-hand side, the blue area. That's heading into the canals over by the Esplanade Bridge. Water chestnut was found there last year, so that's a new area of a concern. And our other area of concern is the green area over there in the north section as well by Liffey Island. Next slide, Kyle. The other opportunity we have is our ongoing trail maintenance. We have trail maintainers that walk along the Lake Hopatcong Trail, which is primarily in the borough of Hopatcong and Jefferson Township. We ask trail maintainers to go out once in the spring, once in the fall, and possibly after any major storm to check on the trail. Once again, we do provide training. We have a trail maintainer handbook that we provide and also a very simple maintenance form. It's a great opportunity if you enjoy being out there by yourself in our beautiful wooded area along the lake, or if you like going out with a group, we always encourage you if you have a friend or family that you'd like to go out there and maintain. So that also is available currently on our website if you're interested in volunteering for that. This is a map of the trail. It's a little small on my screen, I don't know, but it is also available on our website. And when you go to sign up, and you'll see the box up there in the top corner there, that is the different sections of the trail that you can select yourself to maintain. Sometimes there's multiple maintainers from one section. The trail going into Liffey Island is very popular, but we encourage you, to sign up for any section of the trail that might be close to your home or that you just have, a availability to go out and check that section of the trail. And we're very fortunate because our trails are, although they do require maintenance of pruning trees back and picking up debris or that, they're pretty well maintained, although some of them are a little more natural than other parts of the trail. This is another opportunity right now that's going on. We have the road salt monitoring and reporting, and this is done primarily through November through April. And we do this in participation with the New Jersey Salt Watch program. The foundation has been participating in this program since it began about 5 years ago. And they provide us test strips that our volunteers go out. We have different locations around the lake, streams primarily that enter into the lakes. And they put the test strips in to monitor the road salt. Road salt is of particular interest right now because of the increasing use of amount of road salt, not only in New Jersey, but throughout the country. It's really becoming a great cause for concern, and it is possibly degrading our water quality. Road salt and salinity, once it rises in the lake, it's virtually impossible to get out of the lake. So that's why we really want to continue to monitor it as an awareness for those that are responsible for applying road salt. We want to be able to measure the safety component of it for people driving on our roadways, but we also want to be able to ensure that our waters are not getting too much road salt washing into them after storm events. One of my favorites is the cleanups that we do. We do 2 cleanups each year, in addition to the major cleanup we do every 5 years, and that won't happen again until 2028, which will be here before you know it. But the 2 cleanups we have coming up are on April 4th and April 25th. The one on the 4th is for the Musconetcong River. We do that from Hopatcong State Park. And the Musconetcong Watershed Association is the lead on that, and we recruit volunteers. So it's a great time to get out there, walk along the river, enjoy its natural beauty, and pick up some debris. So to sign up for that one, it's a little different. We have information on our community calendar, and you would go to the Musconetcong Watershed Association. Kyle, the website for that is Musconetcong.
Musconetcong.org,
Musconet
Musconetcong.
Musconetcon.org, and you can go there and sign up for that cleanup. And then the other one we have is the Adopt a Spot cleanup we do as part of Roxbury Township's major cleanup in the spring, and that is available to sign up on our website as well. And for that one, we meet right in front of the Nixon School in Landing. We usually get about anywhere from 10 to 25 volunteers, so come on out and help beautify a road around our lake. Since Patrick was out today speaking on our behalf for a great program that we work on, I'm going to cover the educational field trips program. This is a great opportunity if you like spending time outdoors in the spring and the fall. For the spring, we offer our field trips for our elementary school students. We have about 2,300 students coming to our field trips. So we need a lot of volunteers. That opportunity is available on our website. And basically, the opportunities are you can lead a student group around the state park. You can volunteer to help on our floating classroom in the Musconetcong River, helping with our enviroscape up there. You see those 4 lovely ladies in the top corner. And then also you can volunteer for our discovery hike. No teaching experience is required. It's just a time to get out there. We have educators on staff and make new friends and just enjoy, teaching our next generation about how to protect our lake. The fall opportunity, they're available now, the spring opportunities. The fall opportunities for the high school program, that will be available coming out probably in July sometime in July. But again, they'll all be available through our website. Thanks,
Just
Kyle.
like, yeah, I'd just like to add for the educational field trips that a background check is required to volunteer for all of those, but it's at no cost to the volunteers, and it's a very simple form you fill out. And if you register to volunteer, Patrick will be in touch with all of the necessary steps. Just want to make everybody aware that that is a requirement to volunteer for our education programs. That
And
we're
now,
gonna,
oh,
oh,
go ahead.
no, you go.
So now I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Carrie Constantine, our event coordinator, who heads up our events.
Thank you, Donna. So, yes, it is a short period of time. I'm talking 6 months for 3 large events that we need volunteers for. The first, as you see on the slide, is our block party. It is being held at Hopatcong State Park on May 16th. This is our annual community event that brings together residents, businesses, organizations, all from the area, especially from the 4 municipalities around the lake, that being Hopatcong, Jefferson, Mount Arlington, and Roxbury. And then, as Kyle mentioned earlier, we also encompass both counties. So Morris and Sussex County Sheriff's Departments will also be on site that day. So we really bring everybody together. And this block party really serves as a way to strengthen the community bonds as we raise awareness for preserving and protecting Lake Hopatcong. So during the day, because it is a long day, we have a variety of activities going on. We have music, live demonstrations. We have even a wider array of food this year with our food vendors. We have games, and of course, there's animals. The dogs are always the crowd favorite, but we do have Eyes of the Wild returning again this year. Puppy Wuppy out of Hackettstown will be there with their drill team, and then as well as Hudson Farms sends over their hunting dogs as well for demonstrations and to also talk about what they have going on over there. But new this year that we are excited to announce is that we have added a Touch-a-Truck event to the Zone B area. So as you go into the state park, it is off on your right. So we're excited for that. Again, just still building, still expanding this event. So of course, we need help with that. And so whether you're available for a few hours or whether you wish to spend the whole day with us, which we would love, there are plenty of ways and areas to get involved, from helping with setup to breakdown. We have a children's activity area that we could always use a hand in, assisting with boat rides, selling raffle tickets. There's really something for everyone. So really, no matter what your interests, your skill levels, or even if you have physical limitations, we can find a space for you to help. So if you want to help, we will find that role that suits you. On this call or on this Zoom, I want to just give a special shout out to John Hanna. John is our wonderful volunteer coordinator for the block party. You will meet him when you check in that day, and also pick up your T-shirt that you'll be wearing that day to that has our theme of the year. Everyone can probably guess that, but I don't want to say what color or what it's going to look like because that will come out next month. But again, it is a large event, and if you're not available that Saturday, you can still help. We would love help getting things to the state park during the week, as well as setting up on Friday. So that being said, I want you to imagine yourself looking out over the lake, envision a beautiful sunset. Kyle, can I have the next slide, please? Because this is going to bring us to our annual gala and auction. This is going to be held at Stonewater it's a Thursday in July. It's July 16th. When it comes to volunteering, it can be thought of kind of two essentially different types of commitment. The first being, since this is our fundraising event, we have a committee that meets monthly. The committee is responsible for gathering auction items, selling raffle tickets, selling tickets to the event, putting the baskets together, bringing everything over to the venue, setting everything up at Stonewater the day of the event. So that's a little bit longer of a commitment, but if you would like to help, we do have kind of a shorter commitment to offer for this event. And that's the day of the event itself. So we're looking for volunteers who are comfortable with technology so that way they can check in guests as they arrive during the evening. As you can see, I believe that the bottom picture, you can see Patrick standing there with his name tag on. We need people to walk around and assist people with the online auction items and bidding. So again, being comfortable with technology is great. And then of course, at the end of the night, we have to have somebody that checks them out and also people to help us get the gifts to the people that have won them. It's a beautiful evening on the lake. We have a gorgeous view of the sunset. And this event is our largest fundraiser of the year. And then we move into fall. I know we're in winter right now, and I don't want to be thinking of fall, but rounding out our events for the year is our Lake Loop. This is held on the first Sunday in October. This year it is October 4th. There's three aspects to the event. So if you're not familiar with it, there is a biking, hiking, and paddling. Three separate events, all at the state park and surrounding areas. Is it chaotic? Yes, could be, but it's organized chaos. And of course, with all the different start times and for the different activities, we still all come together afterwards and we get to celebrate with a drink and lunch and live music. It's a great day at the park when you're feeling that, that fall weather kind of coming back in. But with the Lake Loop, it really encourages the community to get out, get active, all while celebrating the beauty and the recreational value that Lake Hopatcong has to offer. In the previous years that I've been here, I have had people come up to me and tell me they never knew that there were hiking trails throughout the state park. Last year, we also combined our hiking trail with a little bit of education as well. We also met a very knowledgeable person along the path who also spoke about the history of the state park. So we do try to get everybody out to see a part of the park that they may not have known was there before. But either way, we still need lots of volunteers for that. So there's various opportunities. John Hanna has done a great job with the block party, and we have continued that into the Lake Loop to really organize all of our volunteers from everything from setup to participant check-in to the parking lot to assisting bikers to the paddlers on the water. We have people that lead the two different routes in the water. So whether you want to get involved and you want to spend a beautiful day at the state park, this is a great opportunity. And of course, as a token of our appreciation, all volunteers receive a Lake Loop t-shirt and they get to eat lunch with us. So it's just our small way of saying thank you for, your time and your effort in, helping us with our mission. So those are our three events. And with that, I'm going to pass it to our development director, Miss Caitlin Duran.
Why, thank you, Carrie. And I get to work with Carrie on some of these events, and they are truly special and they require a lot of help. So she means it when she says we need you. I'm here to talk about just two more opportunities for you. These are more as needed opportunities, a little different than what's ongoing and on our website. When we need help for these next two opportunities, we tend to reach out to you via email. So the best way to learn about them is to just sign up, as I think a lot of you already have, for our volunteer list, and we will reach out when we need this help. For those who aren't familiar, our organization is headquartered in the historic Lake Hopatcong Station. It is a super cool building, and I encourage everyone to come by, see it, and visit with us. We, from time to time, need help with opportunities in and around the building. We put out 3 mailings per year, one in the spring, one in the summer, and one in the fall. This is a great opportunity for folks who just want to come by and help us stuff envelopes. It's a wonderful day to meet like-minded volunteers, and it's a great opportunity for folks who are maybe trying to avoid less strenuous volunteer opportunities. We have a really good time, and it helps us prepare our mailings for our membership, and then later on for our gala invitation, and finally we do an appeal letter in the fall. So be on the lookout for opportunities via email to join us for those. The station itself is surrounded by a beautiful native plant garden, and Marty and Lori Kane do a spectacular job of taking the lead on keeping that weeded and mulched and looking fabulous. But from time to time, they could use a little bit of help. So if you have a green thumb and like to garden, be on the lookout for when we occasionally need help, just keeping our building and our grounds looking great. And finally, before we shift to our last opportunity, I want to say that Patrick has coordinated some wonderful monthly programs at our building. These are educational seminars. Sometimes there are a lot of attendees, and it can be very helpful to have an extra set of hands to help us welcome people to the building, check them in, and just keep everything moving really smoothly when we do have these programs at our building. So please come and see our building, introduce yourselves to us, and be on the lookout for our emails for when you can help out. Next slide, please. So I'm excited to say that a lot of the opportunities we talked about tonight are, lend themselves very well to small and even mid-sized corporate groups to come out. We've been cultivating this corporate volunteer program. The three folks you see pictured here are from a company called Shiseido, and they're helping us with some native plantings. Another popular activity for corporate groups is trail maintenance and helping us ahead of our large events. We actually have a corporate group coming out the day before the block party to help us with some prep and setup. But we've worked with groups large and small, and we invite you to reach out to your own organization or company and see if there's an activation day or a day of service. And it starts with just a question to your HR department usually. And keep us in mind if you're looking to get plugged in with a nonprofit where you can do that community service. And I want to say, too, that a lot of folks who come out to volunteer with us, many don't realize that they can receive donations from their company to acknowledge their giving back to our organization. So it's a triple win for anyone who wants to coordinate a group or just come out and volunteer and see if their company gives grants or donations for your time. So look for emails on those two opportunities from us, or feel free to email me. My email is at the bottom of this slide. So now I'm going to turn it over to the incomparable Holly Algers to talk about how we communicate some more on these volunteer opportunities. So take it away, Holly.
Thank you, Caitlin. So now that we've talked about all these amazing opportunities, how do you sign up? How do you find out about them? I'm sure I've seen a lot of familiar faces. So many of you probably know all about this, but we'll go over it one more time just to make sure everybody knows how to get the information. There's really two ways to sign up. If you go to our website, you can see our menu here, go to how to help and then volunteer. There's a page for volunteering. It talks a little bit about volunteering. We'll put the video from this orientation on there. Our handbook is on there, etc. And we try to keep a list of updated opportunities on there. So all the ones that we said were currently available are on there right now, unless you had to reach out by email. So you can go right on an opportunity. Like if you want to do trail maintenance, you can click on trail maintenance and sign up there and you'll be signed up. But if there isn't a current opportunity that you want to sign up for, you can just click to sign on to our volunteer list. Either way, you'll be on our list. And when we have opportunities come up that we're emailing, that's where we grab our first list. So once you're on that list, there's three ways you can hear about it. One is that volunteer page. That volunteer page is updated as new things come on or things come off. So you can always go there to see what current opportunities are. The second one is email. As I said, as Caitlin said, if we have a mailing coming up or something like that, or even block party, we'll usually send out an email to our volunteer list, those who have signed up for an opportunity or just the list so that they get emails. You'll get an email saying, we need some volunteers to do a mailing. And really, if you can't, if you're not available or it's not the opportunity for you, that's fine. You can just let that go by. But if you're interested, there's usually a button you can click that'll take you right to Sign Up Genius to sign up for it. Or if that's not how we're doing it, it'll have some instructions on what to do. So you can just reply if you're interested, and then we can get you set up. And the third way is in our newsletter. If you don't all already get our newsletter, I highly recommend that you jump on our website And right up on top, way up on top, there's where that arrow's pointing. It says e-news sign up. Just put your email in there and you'll get our newsletter. It's generally once a week. It comes out Friday afternoons. We have information about the work we're doing, lake-related articles, as well as upcoming opportunities for volunteers. So that's 3 ways that you can find out what kind of opportunities we have. And each one of those ways will have a link or instructions on how to get involved. So that's how you do that. And I think we can go to the next slide. And I just wanted to point out on our volunteer page and on every single sign up, there's a link for our volunteer handbook. If you haven't already, please take a moment to read through it so you have hopefully it has all the information that you need. It'll talk about kind of both of our shared rights and responsibilities and our policies and procedures. And it also gives you more details on how your images or videos when you're volunteering might be used. And again, this can be found on all of our signups for Sign Up Genius, as well as on our volunteer page. You can download it, keep a copy of it. We do update it each year. So take a look at that, read through it so you have all the information you need, and please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. And I will pass this along to Anna to wrap up our evening for us.
So as promised, under an hour. It's just been over just barely half an hour. So at this time, if you have any questions, comments, feel free to unmute, put it in the chat. We're here for you. Thanks for joining. And if you have any questions, that's the info@lakehopatcongfoundation.org, and we will get it to the right person to answer your question. Don't be shy. Oh, Holly, are you muted?
Yeah.
Nope, you're muted again. Okay,
It
now.
seems as though all the questions that were in the chat have been answered. So if anybody has any further questions, you can pop them in that chat or just unmute yourself and say hello and ask away.
Hey, Holly, thanks. Earl.
Hi, Earl.
Anna, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Earl.
Yep.
It's good to see you.
Good to
Hey,
be
Earl,
seen.
good to see you.
Yep. I'm
I
still
know we got
here.
a lot of familiar faces here, but if anybody has any questions or just wants to say hi to somebody you haven't seen in a few months, feel free.
I just want to say something, okay?
Mhm.
I've been volunteering here for a long time. And for those people on this chat tonight, okay, who have not volunteered, please do. It is very self-satisfying.
I agree. Thank you,
Thank
Earl.
you.
Thank you.
It does. It's a lot of feel-good work.
Yeah.
Good
We do
excuse to get outside.
We do a great job.
We do. Earl volunteers for a lot of things, but mainly for our educational programs, and that kind of regular volunteerism really helps us run those kind of programs. And so we thank everybody who spends their time doing that for sure.
I appreciate it. Good night.
Donna, it
Thanks,
looks like
Earl.
there's a chat from Kevin asking about the Water Scouts. Do you see that one?
I will check this. Why don't you tell me what
It
it says?
says, question on the Water Scouts. Do we
Mhm.
need a kayak? Just wondering the best method to travel, or best method of travel on water. I currently have a paddle board, but am getting a kayak soon.
So yes,
Kevin.
we do encourage folks to come out in a kayak because in the event that you do see water chestnut, we do train you how to hand pull the water chestnut. So it's easier when you're a little lower to the water to avoid any tipping over of that. So yes, kayaks are the preferred method for using to be a water scout.
Okay, thank you. I was guessing that, but I wanted to double check.
Yes.
Good
Thanks,
question.
Dan.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions? Well, we're always here, so you can reach out to info@lakehopatconfoundation.org at any time. If you come up with a question later that you wish you'd asked, shoot us an email.
Yep. And also, our email addresses are anybody's first name at lakeapatcongfoundation.org if you would like to reach out to anyone individually. So we don't keep those a secret, not hard to figure out once you see one of them.
Yeah. Bonnie
Carrie,
Lynn,
do
I
you
see that you're
wanna?
asking about numbers of volunteers for larger events. And our larger events like Lake Loop or Block Party. Sorry, Carrie, if I stepped on your toes there. We usually need about 100 volunteers for each, right?
We're looking more towards the 200 count for the block party. And then just as I said, with the Lake Loop, it's just essentially it's a mini block party. So yeah, so we're looking probably for around, I think like 75 to 100 on that. Yeah, the block party is the largest one that we need volunteers for.
Yeah, we'd love
And
for you to
Liz
recruit some
Poskett
friends,
is on
Bonnie.
this. Yeah, Liz Poskett is on here. Thank you. She has been a gala committee member. I don't know for how many years, at least since I've been here. Um, how many years, Liz?
I'm not really sure. Maybe, I don't know, 5, 6. I'm not really sure. Time flies. I'm sorry, but
Time
But
flies when
we
you're
have a
having
good time.
fun.
Yes, I
yes.
was gonna say you can weigh into the fact that yes, we're doing work, but we are having fun while doing it. I think sometimes too much fun.
Yeah.
And Bonnie Lynn, that'd be great if you know anybody here, if you know people who want to volunteer or you want to bring someone with you to the block party or any opportunity. That's such a great way to spread the word is to have our current volunteers tell someone else how much they enjoy it and bring someone in.
Yes, and attending tonight is not a prerequisite, so they don't have to
Yeah.
have been here tonight to volunteer. So spread the word. We could always use help.
Bonnie, how young are you thinking?
Twin 13-year-olds.
Because we do we do have high schoolers that do come out and help with the events, the block party and the Lake Loop. That young, I think we've always had an adult with them. Correct me if I'm wrong, Holly or
Yeah.
Caitlin.
And
Oh, I'd
There are
make their father
definitely,
come too.
yeah, and the cleanups are great for
yeah.
13-year-olds as well. But there are definitely some things at the block party or some of our other events where we could use a younger set of hands. So,
Thank you.
yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Oh, thank you, Alex.
if anybody, you're free to to go, or I'm going to stop the recording in just a few minutes. But we appreciate all of you for joining us this evening, and we look forward to seeing you around the lake at one of our events, whether it's volunteering or if you're just showing up to enjoy the day. We're happy to have you either way. So thank you.
Thank so much.
Thank you.
Thank
You all have a
you.
great evening.
Good to see everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Bye,
much.
everybody.
Thank you.